Hey, what's going on there, guys? Nick here with Absolute MTG, and we are opening up the Duel Decks Anthology set. So, I mean, we've been waiting for this thing for like forever, and we finally have it in. It's finally out, and we were able to nab one up from our local card shop, Top Deck Cards and Games. So, to just take a look at this thing real quick. On the back end of it, it has all of the decks that are included. There are 8 dual decks, 8 of like the original ones that came out. Elves versus Goblins, Divine versus Demonic, Jace versus Chandra, and Garruk versus Liliana. And yeah, let's open this thing on up. I already started into the actual packaging, that way it wouldn't take me forever to actually open this bad boy up. So, just slide that out. I actually didn't even know that slid out, so sweet. The box itself is just massive. I actually didn't think that this thing was going to be as big as it was, but yeah, it's pretty damn huge. So, flip this thing over. I mean, just the packaging on it looks really nice, so good job, Wizards of the Coast, with packaging on this one. Alright, so let's see. And those look absolutely beautiful. Like, that just looks so gorgeous. Oh, wow. I'm so happy I actually bought this. So we have the spin downs here. Let's get a little bit of focus. We have our spin downs. Doesn't want to focus all the way in, but just absolutely sick. We have 2 of these guys. There we go. Just, man, that's really, really nice. Then we have our decks. So, where do we want to start? I guess with Elves versus Goblins. That's probably a good place to start. So, oh, and the other ends of these actually have the names on them, so that's pretty cool too. Do they fit in back that way? Well, I guess they fit more appropriately this way. Either way, that just looks sweet. So, yeah, let's take a look at Elves. So, open this on up. And we have a little divider in the middle. Oh, man. These are just so sweet. Throw everything off to the side here. And yeah, let's take a look at it. So we have Ambush Commander. We have our Allosaurus Rider. Voice of the Woods. Slate of Ancestry. We have some tokens, an elemental token, Elf Warriors. Plenty of Elf Warriors, actually. Are these dual-sided? No, they're just one-sided. But they actually have a magic back on them, which is pretty sweet. We have Goblins here. I guess they go along with the Goblin deck, so they might have just combined these both together as far as like the dual deck actually goes. We have Elvish Eulogist, another one. Elvish Harbinger, Elvish Warrior, Gempalm Strider, Heedless One, Imperious Perfect, really sweet. Love this card. Llanowar Elves. Lys Alana Huntmaster. Stonewood Invoker. We have Sylvan Messenger. Timberwatch Elf. Wellwisher. Yeah, gotta love that popper. Wirewood Herald. Wirewood Symbiote. Wood Elves. Wren's Run Vanquisher. Elvish Promenade. Giant Growth. Harmonize. We have Wild Size. Moonglove Extract. 3 of those. Tranquil Thicket. Wirewood Lodge. And then we have the forests, which I believe are the last bit of this. Yeah, just the forests here. So, very sweet so far. Very happy about this. Pretty content with my purchase as far as like paying $100 goes for this product. I'm just gonna keep the tokens off to the side. We're actually gonna be playing with this too, so we're gonna do some videos playing with these decks and having some actual fun with it. So I can't actually wait to do that and actually do the dual deck matchups of each one of these decks. All right, so we have our Goblin deck. Where's the tab? Where are you? Does this guy have a tab? This tab's like hiding. Alright, so we have Siege Gang Commander, we have our Click Slither, we have Ib Halfheart, Goblin Tactician, we have Skirk Fire Marshal, we have Aki Coalflinger, Ember Wild Augur, another one and a third one, Flame Wave Invoker, Gempalm Incinerator. All these just look so sweet. Goblin Cohort, bunch of Goblin Cohorts, Goblin Matron, yeah. Goblin Ringleader, Goblin Sledder, Goblin War Chief, Mog Fanatic, Mog War Marshal, Mud Button Torch Runner, gotta love that mud butt, Raging Goblin, Reckless One, we have Skirk Drill Sergeant, Skirk Prospector, Skirk Shaman, Tar Pitcher, Bogart Shenanigans, Spitting Earth, Tarfire, couple Tarfires, Forgotten Cave for that cycle, Goblin Burrows, and our mountains. Very sweet. Alright, so put this back into the deck box itself. And let's go for Jace versus Chandra. So, a little bit more recent, but I mean, still all these are very, very old. Well, not very old, I suppose. Old, somewhat. Alright, let's see. There we go. Nope. There we are. Always got to make packaging difficult for me. Alright, so we have our Jace Beleren. We have Guile. Quicksilver Dragon. Ancestral Vision. Yeah. Especially with that new border on it too. We have Martyr of Frost. Fathom Seer. Another Fathom Seer. Void Mage Apprentice. We have Wall of Deceit. Another Wall of Deceit. Willbender. Bottle Gnomes. Mana War. Another Mana War. Ophidian. We have a Fledgling Mawkor. Fledgling, rather. Waterspout Djinn. Muldrifter. Another Muldrifter. Air Elemental. We have Riftwing Cloudskate. Spire Golem. More popular love here for Delver. Aether Snipe. We have Brine Elemental. Errant Ephemeron. Mind Stone. Daze. Beautiful. Counterspell. Equally as beautiful. You have two of those actually. Repulse. Another Repulse. Factor Fiction. Gush. It just looks so sweet. Condescend. And for our lands we have Terrain Generator. And we have our islands. Alright, sweet. So that is the Jace deck. Let's open this back on up without like tearing into it. There we go. Can we get back in there? Where's this tab? I feel like it's awkwardly in there. Alright, technical difficulties. There we go. Alright, so Jace now on to Chandra. Alright. So Chandra, what do you have in store for us? Actually, the only ones of these that I opened up on camera so far, and we actually have inserts here. So we have a rules guide and a actual insert for the anthology itself in that one. But the only ones of these dual decks that I've actually opened are the Garruk and Liliana ones. So opening up the rest of these is really sweet for me. I know the Divine versus Demonic has a Demonic Tutor in it, which I'm really happy about. But overall, there's a lot of like hidden treasures within these sets, like some cards that just make each one of these decks worth money, or to some extent worth money. All right, so we have Chandra Nalaar, we have Rakdos Pit Dragon, Hostility, we have a Demon Fire, and we have some tokens, so Elemental Shaman, and so we'll get those out of the way here. Alright, so we have Flamekin Brawler, to those guys we have Fire Slinger, Soulbright Flamekin, to those guys Pyre Charger, Slith Firewalker, Flame Wave Invoker, which we have seen before, Inner Flame Acolyte, another one of those guys, Flame Tongue Kavu, just looks so sweet, Furnace Whelp, another Furnace Whelp, Ingot Chewer, blow up artifacts, Oxida Golem, Chartooth Cougar, Firebolt, another Firebolt, Seal of Fire, that looks so sweet. Incinerate, another Incinerate, Magma Jet with the old art, Flame Javelin, Cone of Flame, Fire Blast, another Fire Blast, Fireball. We have Keldon Megaliths, and the rest are mountains. Very sweet. I mean, a lot of playable cards in here, depending on like what formats you guys actually play. Like I know there's like a lot of really cool Pauper stuff in here, and I play a lot of Pauper online, but it's like something that I'd love to play offline and just in paper Magic. So now we have our Divine versus Demonic here. So let's see just what we have inside here. Alright, so here's our deck. We have Akroma, Angel of Wrath here. Alright, let's see. So, Akroma. We have Twilight Shepherd. We have a Luminous Angel. We have Rhea Dawnbringer. We have Icatian Priest, either way. Angelic Page, 2 Angelic Pages, Charging Paladin, Venerable Monk. We have Angelic Protector, Sarah Advocate, Sustainer of the Realm, Angel of Mercy, really sweet art, Sarah Angel. We have Healing Salve. Let's see if I can get a little bit more focus here. I feel like it's still a little bit out of focus. Maybe that will be a little bit better. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. So we have Angel Song, Otherworldly Journey, another one of those, Pacifism. Wow, that art's really sweet. Sarah's Boon, Angelic Benediction, Faith's Fetters, another Faith's Fetters, Sarah's Embrace, Righteous Cause, Angel's Feather, Marble Diamonds, other Marble Diamonds, and for our lands we have Secluded Steppe, and a bunch of Plains. Very sweet. So that's Divine, and we get to take a look at Demonic and get to see that nice tutor in there just hiding and waiting for us. Put that back in. Alright, so let's take a look at Demonic. Alright, so we have Lord of the Pit. Get this thing opened. Alright, so Lord of the Pits. We have Reaver Demon, Kuro Pitlord, Promise of Power, and we have some tokens, so we have some demon tokens and spirits that coincide with the other deck, I would assume, and some thralls. So we'll get these out of here and off to the side. We'll be using them later anyway. We have Abyssal Gatekeeper. We have Full Imp, Daggerclaw Imp, Dusk Imp, a lot of imps, damn. Overeager Apprentice, Stinkweed Imp, Soot Imp, Demon's Jester, Soul Drinker, Abyssal Spectre, Cackling Imp, Fallen Angel, Dark Ritual, we have 2 of those, that's really sweet, Duress, Unholy Strength, Cruel Edict, we have our Demonic Tutor, very, very perfect. Man, that Demonic Tutor just looks so nice. We have Dark Banishing, we have our Oni Possession, Barter and Blood to force our opponent to sack, and this one's for Mirrodin. Is that the art for Mirrodin? I think so, yeah. Breeding Pit, 2 Breeding Pits, Corrupt, because you're playing like a mono black deck, Consume Spirits, Demon's Horn, and for our lands we have Barren Moor, 2 Barren Moor, and then the rest are just swamps. Very cool. Alright, so back to the Planeswalker dual decks. We're finishing this out with Garruk versus Liliana. So we have Garruk. Looks very, very sweet. Do all these have the same symbol? No, I think they're... Actually, haven't been paying attention to it very much. I think they all have their original symbols for their actual dual decks. I don't think Anthology has its own set symbol. Yeah, they all have their original ones. That's really sweet. Normally they would just go about having a new set symbol and just having it with that, but it makes a little bit more sense that they just keep it in their original form and just reprint everything. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Okay, so Garruk Wildspeaker, Ravenous Beowulf. We have Plated Slagworm, Rude Awakening. We have our elephants and our beasts of various forms, and some bats as well, which probably go with the Liliana deck. Move those off to the side. It's interesting that they didn't put the tokens like in their corresponding decks, like one of the 2 has all of them. Where do we leave off? Basking Rootwalla, Madness Cost, Albino Troll. We have Vine Trellis, your Trellis, Wild Mongrel, 2 Wild Mongrels, Wirewood Savage, Blastoderm, Q Ballstar, Stampeding Wild Beasts. We have Indrik Stomphowler, Crosan Tusker, Genju of the Cedars, Giant Growth, Rancor. We have Lignify, Nature's Lore, Elephant Guide, Invigorate, Serrated Arrows, Harmonize, 2 Harmonize actually. I think the other deck only had 1. Beast Attack, Overrun, Windstorm, and then for our lands we have Slippery Karst, Treetop Village, and Forests. Alright, so we're rounding this out to the last stretch here, with the Liliana deck being the last one. Alright. Very cool looking. Okay, so Liliana Vess, Skeletal Vampire, Bad Moon, we have Mutilate, we have a Death Greeter, Ghostlit Stalker, Vampire Bats, we have some Drudge Skeletons, Ravenous Rats, Fleshbag Marauder, Phyrexian Rager, Urborg Siphon Mage, Wall of Bone, Fairy Macabre, Howling Banshee, Keening Banshee, Twisted Abomination, Genju of the Fens, Sign in Blood, Vicious Hunger, Ichor Slick, Hideous End, Snuff Out, that really sick, different artwork, Tendrils of Corruption, Rise from the Grave, another Corrupt, actually 2 Corrupts here, Enslave, and for our lands, Polluted Mire, and Swamps. Alright, so those are the decks. I'm really happy about this. This is really sweet. Even just the way that they managed to package this and put all of this together is just so sweet, as far as just kind of like being a collector and somebody that just enjoys Magic for the casual nature of it. Like, I actually enjoy buying and opening up the dual decks and just being able to play with them. And this is a really sweet product overall. So what we're actually going to do now is we're going to leave it up to you guys to choose which dual decks you guys want to watch. We're going to be doing matchups here of each of the pairs. So Elves versus Goblins, Jace versus Chandra, Divine versus Demonic, and Garruk versus Liliana. All you guys have to do is click on the pairs on the screen here, and you'll be redirected to the corresponding matchup, and you'll be able to actually watch the decks go head-to-head against each other and see how much we actually enjoy playing these decks. And I know we're going to have a blast because they're really sweet decks, and being able to play with older stuff like this is always really awesome. So, thank you guys for watching, but until next time, peace out.
If you guys want to keep up to date with everything that we have going on here at Absolute MTG, remember to hit that subscribe button, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. Also, remember to check out our sponsors of the channel, MTG Madness and AVUgames.com. But as always, thank you guys for watching.